body, because he kind of is when in the walk, he bends and left, he falls right. Just think about keeping the front legs walking short and steady. 1, 2, 1, 2. And keeping just a little bit shoulder forward so that you have a way to push on him, but not really have him, get too irregular. Yeah, when you're ready to trot. Good, and shorter. Yeah. Just make them bounce a little bit. That's right. Relax. Super. So you don't want to make it too massagey, but at the same time you don't want it running flat. So every time he starts to take over and run through you, just make him a little quicker behind until you feel a little more bouncy front, and then be light. Super. Think about your 90-degree turns. Nice and straight, and then turn, and then straight, and then a little bit quicker behind. That's right. And then relax. Yep, and then just touch him behind a little bit at times. Yes, that's okay. And you can even just touch him with your leg to say, hey, a little bit quicker, but I'm not going to hold you together. Good boy, pat him. Super. Yep. And then next long side, shoulder in. Lighter. Make him a little quicker behind until he's where you want him in your hand. Don't support that. Super. Now shoulder in. And then just make it a little shorter, yeah, and then build it bigger again. So anytime he starts to lean on you, just think about making it a little bit, that's super, making it a little quicker, a little shorter behind, and then developing that bigger. And the moment you start to feel like you're holding him, take it back and take a little bit, quick the steps. And you can start putting a little pressure on him for that, like, basically telling you to get your leg off. Yeah. And you just kind of keep going, but you just let go. Keep telling him he's good, and then make him bounce again. But I want to try to get it that you're not quite required to hold him so much. Fluff him in the front. Make him bounce. Make him like it. That's super. Yeah, good for you. All right, so do your pre-St. George trot work where you just shoulder in, volte, half pass. Yep, and just yeah, not too massage. You think a little bit quick, and then out. Yeah, so when you go to do your volte, that's back to where when you start to bend it, you can't hold it anymore. That's right. Super. Yeah, short. Yeah. Good. So do that in your half pass maybe 2 times, where you go a little forward, then you make it a little short, and then forward again. But you don't want to feel like forward equals flat shoulder. Good. Now start to push in a little bit bigger, and now make it shorter. That's a little too massagey because you can feel he kind of takes you. So take it away from him, flex him right, put your hands low. Yep, you don't hold. You make him do it. Shoulder in. Maybe a little quicker behind. Quicker, but stay short. A little more angle. That's right. Got him. Yep, and then give him a little kick. And then pat him. Yep, now keep doing that until you're just going to keep kind of putting it to him in a nice way. Keep thumping him gently. But basically, you're not going to take your leg off. Shoulder in. Come more towards you now. Try a little bit towards you in this direction, and now shoulder in. Yes, and now straighten him and haunches in. So basically, it doesn't look like he wants to bend right and give to the right leg, hind leg. Good, now shoulder in again. Make him a little quicker behind. Don't let him fall out. Flex him a little bit, just a tiny bit right. Now haunches in. Yeah, that's right. And then shoulder in again. So every time that he wants to just set on your hand, super, pat him. Yeah, it's okay. And I want it to feel like you're not required to hold him there. Keep thumping him. Yep, do not take your leg off. I don't know if you'll die though, so you do what you need to do. But basically, you're just going to keep saying you're trotting. You're trotting. I'm not going away. You're trotting. Yeah, a little bit medium. That's right. Super. And then touch. You put behind, shoulder in. And trotting. And trotting. And trot. And pat him. And then shoulder in. Yeah. I have horses like that all the time. Their whole flow up is to just get your leg off. Super. And shorten. And forward again. Like, yeah, exactly. So you shorten him, and he can't take it in his back. So don't go quite as big or quite as short. Bigger now. Bigger. Bigger. Go. Get in front of my leg. And then back, bounce. Bounce, bounce, and go. Yes, that's how I want you to think about it. And short, bounce, light, fluffy, and go. Yeah, it's like he doesn't get to go forward and take over. That, out of that. A little bit more. Yeah, now pat him and make him bounce. And then make him go. But don't feel trapped in anything you do. Yeah, super. And then make him bounce. Oh, see, that's too much. Yep, you can feel it because he just takes the reins and same thing with the passage trot, that's too much too. Just find the balance where you can breathe in, boing, and out. Good. Now get that same trot with more lateral submission. So just like your canter, can you just shoulder in, renvers, shoulder in, renvers, and just get him manipulating the neck. But be honest with yourself. Like there, he's too flingy in the front and not enough pushing and bouncing from behind. So don't quite go, because then he's moving out of tension. That's right, and flex him right. I like that trot, just a tiny bit quicker behind, not necessarily faster in front. Yeah, now unlock his neck. Can you feel how he's just holding against you? So you've been in renvers for a long time, so now flex him to the inside. Yeah. Now posting trot, 20-meter circle, and let him stretch down.